Yo, you tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Share this live. Definitely share this live, yo. Man, crazy fights. Just got finished watching Juan Francisco Estrada versus Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. And yeah, Estrada won a split decision, but this was a robbery, bro. Like, this was a robbery, flat out, point blank, period. Like, point blank. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tight about that because I had some bear money on Chocolatito. But one of the judges had it 115, 113, Chocolatito, which is how a lot of people scored it. The other judge had it 115, 113, Estrada. To be honest with you, I don't know what he was watching. But then you had another judge that had it 117, 111, Estrada. And I'm like, yo, my homie Matt hit me up on Instagram. He was just like, yo, like, dude just mailed in his ballot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just mailed in his ballot, man. Like, it's absolutely crazy. But we had a really good night of fights. But I just think Estrada and Chocolatito kind of capped it off, and that's going to be the talk of the town in boxing for the next week or two. You know what I'm saying? So it's bad when you see scorecards like that. Can you see if 115, 113 for Estrada? Me personally, no. And it's hard to say that because Chocolatito won 4 of the first 5 rounds. I had him up 4-1 after 5. So I'm like, it's even with that logic, you're basically saying that Chocolatito only won 1 round after round 5, which is nonsense. You know what I'm saying? It's absolute nonsense. I wasn't planning on going live, but I'm still like amped up right now. So big shout out to everybody that's watching. Definitely go subscribe to the channel. Definitely share this live if you want to talk a little boxing with me tonight. But yeah, that was a robbery. That was a robbery. There's no getting around it. That was a flat out robbery. Point blank, no getting around it. You know, if you in here, man, just stop in, say what's up. Let me know what y'all thought of the fight. And the thing was, Texas is one of those places where it's great to go fight because the people are going to come out and support. They're going to come out and support, and it's a great atmosphere. So, you know, Texas is a great place to host fights from that aspect, but it's always one judge. There's always one judge, or the referee is incompetent. Like, Texas really got to tighten things up as far as the judges and the refereeing. The refereeing was fine for this fight. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about the judging. I think they really got to look at that. And I don't know which judge had it 117, 111, but once I find out what judge that is, they need to call that judge out. They need to call that judge out, and I actually need to see that judge scorecard. Big shout out to my homie BoxingFirst Vlog. He actually posted the name of the judges. And let me get that real quick. Big shout out to Easy D415. Easy D415. What's going on with you, bro? He said, what up? Didn't see the fight. Just trying to hear what happened. Easy D415. Let me tell you what happened. It was a legendary fight. Legendary, rock'em sock'em, Mexican style fight. If you needed to really show somebody the definition of Mexican style, this was the fight. Like, this was fight of the year, as far as I'm concerned. Like, action, competitiveness, all that. Like, this was the fight of the year so far. I had to fight 8-4 Chocolatito. A lot of the people had it 7-5 Chocolatito. And the judges had it 115, 113 Chocolatito, 115, 113 Estrada. And another judge had it 117, 111 Estrada. The 117, 111 is absolutely crazy, which means it's 9 rounds to 3 that they had it. I had Chocolatito winning the first 4 out of the first 5 rounds. Like it was crazy. But bro, it was a legendary fight. Like that fight was crazy, bro. Like they threw over 2,000 punches. They threw over 2,000 punches, man. I was highly entertained, bro. Like that was a great fight. Great fight. If you can catch it somewhere, definitely definitely try to watch that fight, man. But that was like a fight of the year candidate. But my homie BoxingFirst Vlog, the judges was Jesse Reyes, Carlos Sucre, and David Sutherland. Reyes is from Texas. Sucre is from Florida. Sutherland is from Oklahoma. I don't know which one of them had the 117, 111, but they got to check his bank account, yo. They got to check his bank account. They got to check. they gotta do a search warrant at that man's crib and find out where the bag at, man. Somebody definitely gave him the bag for sure. Somebody definitely gave that judge the bag. Easy D415 said definitely. Yeah, man, it was just, I hate to see cards like that. So except for people talking about how great the fight was, people are gonna be talking about this 117, 111, like I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's horrible. Like it's absolutely horrible. Point blank period. Horrible. But we had a bunch of other fights. David Benavidez looked good. Ronald Ellis came in the fight. And he tried to win. He was just outgunned, outmanned. Who else fought? Isaac Cruz Gonzalez. He got a victory tonight, co-main event on the David Benavidez card. I think he's up for a big fight. His last 3 victories has stamped him as being legit at 135. So I wouldn't mind seeing him get a big opportunity at 135 pounds. To be honest with you, Isaac Cruz Gonzalez and Tank at 135, that's a good fight. That's a solid fight. They should make that happen. They should definitely make that happen. Terrell Gausha got a huge victory over Jamonte Clark. 2nd round stoppage. It's always good to see Terrell Gausha let them hands go. He's talented offensively. You know, he just don't put his punches together enough. Sometimes you got to just throw caution to the wind. I know it's easy for me to say that because I ain't no boxer. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when it comes down to it, sometimes you just got to let them hands go. And, Terrell Gausha definitely did that tonight. I think Jamonte Clark could be back. But, you know, it was just one of those nights for him. You know, what happens in the sport of boxing. Who else we had? Ammo Williams won against Dennis Mama's boy Dublin. Unanimous decision victory. It was just some good fights, man. Raymond Ford ended up in a draw tonight. The women's fight was pretty good. It was just good boxing all the way around, man. It was good action tonight. But that 117, 111 for Estrada, man, that shit got me tight. I ain't gonna front, man. That shit got me tight, man. Let me see. I had Chocolatito 7 rounds to 5. I feel he really got robbed. Yeah, he really got robbed, yo. He got robbed, man. Like Kamehameha Sally. What's going on? If I butchered the name, I do apologize. That's one of them names you say it right in your head, but when it come out your mouth, it don't sound right. Kamehameha. But big shout out to you. A lot of people had a 7.5 for Chocolatito. A lot of people had a 7.5 Chocolatito. I had an 8.4 Chocolatito. Yeah, and the thing was, this is how I know it was a robbery. David Estrada looked surprised. I mean, Juan Estrada. He looked surprised when he got the victory. He looked surprised. You know what I mean? Like, that's what made it crazy. He said it's all good. Hey, if you come on the channel enough, man, I'll definitely work on it. Definitely work on it for sure. But yeah, I definitely felt like Chocolatito got robbed in that fight. And I don't use the word robbed often. I don't use it often, but this one, because there's no way I can put together a train of thought to give Estrada 7 rounds. Like, so I even have a problem with the 115, 113 Estrada. I got a problem with that as well. Like, it's absolutely crazy. But what I want to do is I actually want to give a shout out to a lot of people that I be chatting with on Instagram. Big shout out to the homie, BoxingFirst Vlog. Big shout out to him. Definitely go subscribe to his channel. He's doing a lot of work tonight. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that. You know, go follow him on all platforms. He definitely did good work tonight. Big shout out to L Dub Boxing. Definitely go subscribe to him. Chris G, Will, Mike Patterson, DT3 the Boom Man. Big shout out to all those guys. And we all chop it up and we all talk boxing at the end of the day. I wasn't expecting to go live. So, you know, this is kind of just spur of the moment type thing. But I was really, really, really pissed off about that scorecard. Like that scorecard got me tight. Like that scorecard really, really got me tight, man. Like, and I'm really trying to find out the judge that actually scored at 117, 111. And I'm trying to see if the zone actually has the fight up right now. You know what? I'm stupid, man. Let me I got it in my videos. Matt Farina, what's going on? He said, who won? Juan Francisco Estrada won by split decision, but it was a robbery, bro. It was a robbery. Matt Farina, who you think won that AB fight a few weeks ago? I thought Santiago won that fight. I thought the judges was on some bullshit in that fight too. And I'm an AB fan. I'm about to actually play this. Hold on. I'm trying to find out what judge actually scored at 117, 111. Give me just a second.
Gonzalez. Carlos Sucre scores it. 117 to 111 for Estrada.
It was Sucre. It was Sucre. It was, hold on, let me get the name right. Hold on, my homie BoxingFirst Vlog put it in his joint. Let me hold on a second. Carlos Sucre. Last name is spelled Sucre. Let me put that in the comments. Carlos Sucre had it 117, 111. Like when I say I'm gonna go, like when I say I'm going in on him for the next week, like I'm going in on him for the next week. Like I'm emailing the commission, all that. Like that shit is crazy. Alcides Fuentes, what's going on with you? Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Alcides Fuentes says the judges are really hurting boxing. Judges is hurting boxing, period. And a lot of people say, oh, well, the judging in the UK is bad. The judging in the US is bad. The judging is bad all over the place. The judging is bad all over the place. And if you off by a round or so, that's cool. But when you got it 9 rounds to 3 for Estrada, I would like to think that you didn't even watch the fight. So I'll see this. I definitely agree with you 100%. Definitely agree with you 100%. The judges, and it's always one judge. Like it's never all 3. It's one judge that just got a fucked up scorecard. Like I'll be wondering if are they actually at the fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, did they just send in the scorecard prior to the fight starting? It's crazy. Matt Farina, he said, I agree. I'm an AB fan as well. It was great seeing him win, but in my eyes, wasn't earned. Yeah, I don't think AB won that fight. When you throw less than 350 punches in a 12-round fight, I can't give you the dub. And then he only landed 98 shots. He only landed 98 shots. And of course, you score about round by round. He just didn't land enough shots and rounds for me to give him rounds. Like, I only gave AB 4 rounds. I gave AB 4 rounds, bro. When Santiago landed 200 something punches out of 670, like Santiago doubled him up as far as landed shots, and he doubled him up as far as thrown shots. And Broner only hurt him one time in the fight. He only hurt him one time in the fight. And Santiago looked like the bigger man in the fight as well. He looked like the bigger man. You know what I'm saying? So the judges, they was all 3 of them was on some bullshit in that fight. It was judges that had it 9 rounds to 3, 8-4. I ain't agree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Matt Farina said, no cap. Boxing is becoming so fixed. It's bro. My homie BoxingFirst Vlog said it. My homie BoxingFirst Vlog said it the best, man. He said it the best. Like when it comes down to it, like they could have did a trilogy without robbing Chocolatito. That's how good the fight was. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So if anybody want to jump on, you could definitely jump on. Hold on. Say Lee said, in fact, Chocolatito almost put Estrada out in the 12th round. Yeah, he had Estrada in trouble in the 12th round, but Estrada stood there trying to bang with Chocolatito, but he had to because he thought he was down on the cards. Even his own corner was telling him he was down on the cards and he probably needed a knockout. BoxingFirst Vlog says send me a link. I just put it in the chat, bro. Just click on it or copy and paste that joint. If you need me to send it somewhere else, let me know. I'll send it somewhere else. But yeah, man, like I want to go back to a previous comment. And again, Judge Carlos Sucre scored a 117, 111 Estrada, which is that card is crazy. Like, I really want to know, is he going to get investigated? Like, I really want to know, is he going to get investigated? Like, crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Like, Absolutely crazy. Hold on, let me see if we got any other comments in here. And say, Lee, that was a solid comment too. Yeah, Chocolatito had Estrada in trouble. He definitely had him in trouble. Let me see if I can get hold on just a second, y'all. Let me see if I can get a BoxingFirst Vlog. Let me know if you need that link somewhere else, good brother. Yeah, I just hate seeing scorecards like that. I hate seeing scorecards like that, man. Like, it's just that shit annoys me. Like, that shit annoys the hell out of me. Like, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get my bro. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get him up in here real quick. Um, Give me just a second, y'all. Today's date 17. Yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to get my homie BoxingFirst Vlog this link so I can get him up in here. Okay, he in here. He in here. All right. BoxingFirst Vlog in the building. Turn your volume down, bro.
Man, I don't know why it ain't coming through my speaker right now, bro. What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. Talk your shit, yo.
Oh man, wifey in here knocked out and shit, man. I'm just, bro. I heard you a little bit, and I heard you talking about the main judge, and you know that's an issue. But let's talk about the 115, 113, though, bro. Is that not as disrespectful though to the performance that Chocolatito put on? I mean, that's a big issue for me too, being a
I got a
hardcore
problem.
the way I am. You feel me?
I got a problem. I got a problem with the 115, 113, but it's this 117, 111 is worse. So we
I
gonna
mean,
hammer him.
obviously, but just to add on, you see what I'm saying? It's like a pile-on effect when things like this go on with boxing. You feel me? So I mean, bro, I'm all around weirded out about it. Still entertained by the card that the Zan put on. You know, we pay a lot of money. Shout out to my dude that looked out. You know, we know what it is. We ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, though, bro, I was still entertained by the card. That's why I said to you that they could have put on the third fight without the flammery. You feel me? Like, it just don't make any sense to me, man. It's unnecessary, bro. What the fuck is going on? It's like, what is the dude like a retired postman and he's living on a retirement fund and the little side check from being a judge is not enough?
According to your post, good brother, the man is from Florida. Maybe he ain't get the stimulus. He got a different stimulus package.
Bro. Yo, I told you when we talked, I said, old boy got a text from the wife, like, yo, I got the bag. So he filled his shit out in the last, 10 seconds, like, oh, but boo, boo, boo. Like, you know what I mean?
You know the thing that's crazy? Well, we was on the phone and I'm like, yo, I gotta find out who this judge is. I forgot I videotaped the fucking decision. All I had to do was checking my phone, like.
Yeah.
Hold on. So now I gotta find out. Now I gotta find out who the one did the 115, 113. Let me find that out real quick.
Yeah, bro, because I'm interested in that one. I mean, I understand that everybody's getting paid by the same entity, but at the same time, they're paying you to be partial. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what's with the impartiality in it?
Hold
on just a second, bro. It was hold on, I got it. It was David Sutherland.
Isn't he the oldest one of the three?
Yeah, he's the oldest one of the three, and he had a 115, 113 Estrada. So I'm gonna put that in the chat real quick.
Now, I'm an OG, but at some point, our eyesight misleads us. So why is somebody of his stature in life still sitting ringside judging fights?
It's crazy because the thing is, hold on.
Um,
The one thing about this situation is hold on.
Heard on and everything, so you know I was about boxing.
Yeah. Hold on, let me put this in the chat real quick. Yeah, so basically with Sutherland, I don't know what he was watching. I mean, the difference between 115, 113, Estrada and Chocolatito was 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Was it 2 rounds that was debatable? I could say yeah, 2 rounds was debatable in a 12-round fight. That's why I really wanted to emphasize the 117, 111. Like that was just like crazy. That was just
Yeah,
like
but bro,
crazy.
when you say 2 rounds are debatable, that negates another 10 rounds. So in those 10 rounds, you're saying that Estrada made it a closer fight. No, he did not, bro. In just a 10-round fight, he did not make it close enough to even make it a 2-round fight. Do you see what
No,
I'm saying?
agreed. No, agreed. I agree with that. But what I'm saying is if all other rounds were scored the same, the difference between somebody having a 115, 113 Estrada or Chocolatito is them basically giving 2 rounds from Chocolatito to Estrada. So I don't see it personally. I don't see it at all. I had it 8-4. I had it 8-4 Chocolatito. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
my point, Jeff, is not even that it was the rounds were swingable. Do you see what I'm saying? When you say those 2 rounds in that difference of the judging is kind of like a kind of a gimme, but you're talking of a major difference. So you saying in a 12-round fight, I gave dude 2 rounds already. I'm gonna give
No,
him
I'm
an
not saying
extra.
that. No, I'm
No,
not
not
saying that.
you, but no,
Uh,
not you, Jeff. I'm saying a judge being rationally thinking that he thinks that that's rational, bro. When you look at the action and see that the man is being dominated, and I spoke about this on IG when we was trading back and forth on Messenger. They did not give a lot of credit to the defense that Chocolatito was showing in that fight. He had better head guard defense than Estrada did. Estrada did use a lot of the semi half guard where you could switch side to side with your hand, and he caught some of the right hands, but he was not catching enough of them to show me better defense. So is these judges even looking at defense when we talk about boxing? Because I'm curious to see what their aspect of judging around is based on. And the
well,
dude tried to do it when he gave us a script of the judges at the end of the fight. I didn't put all of that work up, but I just kind of put their names up and everything. But
right.
that's not enough to just tell me what they saw in one fight, to tell me actually what they base things on. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I mean it's crazy, you know what I'm saying, all the way around, as far as just these judges, period. You know what I'm saying? Like um if somebody scored it for Estrada, I would definitely like to hear from them because I would like to know what 7 rounds did you give them. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. Where were the 7 rounds? Like I don't really understand it. You know what I'm saying? If you are going to give it to Estrada, that's the only card you can give him is
Can
115,
just for the
113.
record, since this is live, the world can see this. Everybody can critique and break down what we say. So let me just put this on the books for the records. I gave the man round one. I gave him round one for the movement. He showed good movement. And at the same time, Chocolatito was Chocolatito was more paced as an older fighter, so he kind of gave round 1 away. But I did like the movement of Estrada. I gave him 6 and 7 for his aggressiveness, and then I gave him round 11. So I need to find out where in there I'm wrong on what I saw. And I'm willing to accept somebody pointing things out in these other rounds that I gave to who I thought was the victor in Gonzalez. So somebody, just for the record, I'm putting that out there.
Yeah. If whoever watched the fight and they in the live, definitely post your scorecard. I gave Estrada round 1, 6, 7, and I think 11. Like that's
So
it.
yeah, we
At
right.
84. At 84. I could have I can argue Estrada round 10. I can argue that. So 8-4, 7-5. I had it 8-4. I just don't see watching the fight Estrada winning 7 rounds. I didn't see him winning 6, like, or even 5 for that matter. I can argue 5. You know?
I'm gonna also put this on the record too. Now, if you want to say what did Estrada do well in the fight that kept him in the fight, I thought first thing I mentioned already was his movement. Second thing I'm gonna mention, he had the better body work.
See, I don't agree with that.
You disagree with that? Oh, that's
Chocolatito. Let me explain it like this. Estrada landed more body shots, but Chocolatito body shots was actually changing the tide of the fight. So I partially agree with you. He like Chocolatito body shots was really, once he was landing them, we thought that right hand was getting home anyway. It was really getting home when he was landing on body shots. Like I felt like his body shots did more damage than Estrada's, even though Estrada landed more body shots. Like I don't think he deterred Chocolatito at all. Like Chocolatito really didn't back up in the fight because of the body shots, and he wasn't affected by the body shots. Estrada was though. Estrada definitely was, for sure. And that's actually what got Chocolatito to lead in the first quarter of the fight. Them right hands to the ribs. He was killing Estrada with them joints. So it's just Chocolatito just landed the cleaner work, the cleaner, heavier work. And the one thing I think Estrada should have done is he should have took a step back and then come forward with his action. That's when he was having the best success. He'd take a step back and then he'll step right on in and be throwing punches as he's stepping in. That's when he had his most success. When he was just standing there in the pocket with Chocolatito, left hand, like that sweeping left hand, like that 45 shot, and then that straight right hand, right, he couldn't get it. He couldn't avoid it, man. I just don't see how he won 7 rounds.
I'm gonna give another kudos to Chocolatito that I thought that he did well. I thought he caught kind of a la Caleb is it Colin Smith, the way he kind of catches and shoots. I thought as soon as Estrada landed, whether it was glove, shoulder, chin, forehead, Chocolatito shot right back, and his punches were just a bit more precise. You see what I'm saying? Even though Estrada might have created the action and led the action in a particular sequence, right, it seemed like Chocolatito was just a bit more artistic with his punches, bro. And it's cleaner. And when you looking at boxing and you trying to judge the activity, you kind of looking for subtle things like that, not just volume wise, because we knew volume was a part of the way these two dudes fought. So when you're analyzing the fight, you got to look a little deeper past the volume, because they both had volume, but whose volume was just, flat out better. You see what I'm saying? So I'm at odds with both judges at the same level. You more heavily on the 117, 111. Me, to be honest, I'm just as heavy at the 115, 113, because I just think it's just as disrespectful of a scorecard. Excuse me.
It's I mean, yeah, like it's disrespectful. The 115, 113 is disrespectful to me because it's 3 rounds off of how I had it. You know what I mean? I had an 8-4 for Chocolatito, and they had it 7-5 for Estrada. So I mean, that's a 3-round swing. And I'm not no professional or nothing like that, but I guarantee you the majority of my scorecards is accurate. You know what I'm saying? The majority of my joints is accurate. That's a fact.
I don't even feel like I wouldn't use the word accurate for my scorecards. I would just use the word fair. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I have my favorite fighters, but when we talk boxing, we just talk the action. You see what I'm saying? And the action has nothing to do with race, religion, anything like that. It has to do with what we seeing in front of us. You see what I'm saying? So I just, again, bro, I look at it for fairness aspect. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because styles can differentiate. Like, again, take this was a throwback sort of Mexican style fight. Volume,
for sure.
a lot of contact, a lot of mano a mano style. Well, I wouldn't just say Mexican, I'll say Latin style fighting, mano a mano, sort of toe to toe. But you have to use smartness in it. And we saw that earlier, a week or so back with Valdez Barcho. I got to say these names best as I can as I'm getting better at this media game. But again, we saw more smartness in that Latin style fighting. And I saw that from Chocolatito in this fight. I thought he won a chess match with the volume.
Yeah, it was a lot of great stuff going on in that fight. A lot of scientific stuff going on the inside, a lot of catching and shooting from Chocolatito. And I love the way he throws it. He gets his 2-3 punch combinations off and he rolls. You know what I'm saying? Like he catches a lot of shots with his gloves, you know what I'm saying, and his upper body. So I thought he fought well. I thought he should have got the victory. Martin Villegas, big shout out to you, good brother. He said, I saw the Democrats steal the election with a corpse. This robbery, I'm not surprised. It's funny you said that, brother, because we got I actually BoxingFirst Vlog, I haven't even shown you these yet. But I got we got some G5 Jeff TV shirts, political shirts. I'll show them to you. But we definitely gonna have them on deck for my Democrats and Republicans out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, both of them, both parties, you know what I mean? But we got Jaguar Paws in the building. Jaguar Paws, what's going on with you, family? He said, I saw Chocolatito win by a little for sure. Yeah, that was unfair for Estrada to win. A draw was a robbery as well, with shrugging shoulders and no offense. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, like, it was a bad decision. I mean, it was just a bad decision.
Now, let me chime in real quick on that last end of the comment. No offense, bro. Mr. Pause.
I wonder if he was trying to say no offense.
Oh, no offense. Okay. Then I got that wrong. I thought he meant
I said offense when I read it. I think he meant no offense.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. My bad.
Yeah. No, and I thought and the thing that's crazy, I felt like I felt like like Estrada looked surprised that he won the fight. That's how you know he lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, the body language don't lie.
Bro, a lot of the times the corner doesn't lie to you either.
That's what they told him. They told him, he's losing the fight.
A lot of the times the corner, not a lot of the times, I'll say about 30% of the time, the corner kind of misleads you to keep you mentally in a fight. But in this particular situation, they had to tell the dude the truth to kind of spark him. You see what I'm saying? So it's a mental game you play with your fighter when you're in the corner, and you have to know your fighter. So you have to know the words that you want to use with them to be real at the same time, still be a motivational sort of guy. And I thought they was honest. And that's one thing I had to respect. And I've been catching some good work in that corner work, man. So I hope y'all following me on IG and tapping in and getting them likes up, bro, because I've been putting some good work up for all us casual and all us hardcore boxing fans. So hit that like, subscribe, comment. You know the spill.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy, man. It really is. Like this shit got me tight, man. For real.
Did you lay any money, bro?
There, I had some bear money on Chocolatito, so it ain't even really about that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
I mean, but
just
now you really look at it, it can be about that for a lot of the casuals that bet
facts.
boxing, and a lot of casuals only bet true main events such as this.
Correct.
So when they jump in on a certain event like this, do a little bit of history or do, you know, follow and just kind of flow with who they like or regional wise or whatever like that, they lose money. They take the future eyes away from our sport when it's misjudged. So even from a gambling aspect, I think it affects boxing in the way it should be viewed in a fairness base, bro. Because if you betting your money, you want the shit to be judged fairly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, just give me a fair shot.
And the thing that's crazy, bro, is the odds was damn near even.
I said that. I think while back,
was
I thought it was a 50-50 fight. I mean,
Chocolatito was like a plus 130. Like, that's light.
Yeah, I thought it was a 50-50 fight. I didn't think either guy had the KO power that should have gave them the edge like that.
Yeah, we got my homie, we got the big homie D Hodges up in the building. He said, "What up, G5 in the chat?" LDBC, salute, bro. Salute to you too, good brother. D Hodges always in the building. Big shout out to you. Jaguar said, "What up?" Yeah, he meant to say no offense. That's what I thought. Scott 70, yo, Scott Lang, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, my dude?
That's the family.
Hey, I know my boy said don't worry about it, but you know the stimulus working out here. So as soon as I get this change, my dude, I owe you that dub because he called the KO on the Brendan Lee fight. So big salute to my dude Scott.
Yeah, big shout out to Scott, man. Hey, man, them pictures you sent me, man. Thailand is a beautiful place, man. I would definitely say that, man, for sure.
Can we switch real quick? Can we just hot second? I don't want to stay on it too long. And this because Scott in the building. Big shout out to him. He sent me the DM. Your boy linked to the drug case going on. All of this spinning from the MGKT, whatever that promotion global thing going on over there.
Is he with them? Is he with them?
I'm not sure, but I think it's kind of semi-connected because everything that they was doing was based on global marketing and movement of guns, drugs, money laundering, that sort of aspect. So him being a boxer, him fighting in England, you feel what I'm saying? I think it just has a connection that way. And it's kind of a spin-off thing from what I was reading. Yeah, I'm gonna get the board ratting him out. They said they got the board heavy, bro. I'm talking about you phone, email. He come out and say he barely know these dudes. Well, bro, it's just interesting.
I'm gonna get to that in just a second. Scott said I had a little money on Estrada as I felt there could be a bad decision on the cards. Smart move. I mean, smart move. I mean, if the judges was going to rob somebody, it was going to be Chocolatito. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier for them to sell it's tied 1-1 than to try to pitch a third fight and say Chocolatito's up 2-0. You know what I'm saying? But the fight was so good, they didn't even have to do that. They didn't even have to do it. You know what I'm saying? But to speak on what you said, Jaguar said, no offense. I meant family, no problem. As far as what you said, bro, and for the people that don't know, we're talking about Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker. You good. Joseph Parker was his name was implicated in a drug case. They basically was saying he was they was basically saying what was it? Was it amphetamines? Was it amphetamines? It was amphetamines, and I think he was exchanging money. He was exchanging money laundering.
In the middleman. He was kind of like
a middleman. Yeah. So I haven't read the story. I will read the story probably tomorrow. Definitely we gonna have to do. I'm definitely gonna do a video on it, but I think that's probably warrants a live specifically on that. I hope it's not true, but I mean, when it comes down to it, you have a lot of boxers that are involved with the street game. Like, let's just keep it a bean. It is what it is. And you got a lot of you got a lot of hustlers and street people, even here in the States. You know what I'm saying? That support boxers. You know what I mean? So, but you being supported by a hustler or whoever, and you actually being involved in the operation is something completely different. You know what I'm saying? So
at the same time, though, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with everybody that listen to us. My background is that from that city, my dude still living, from that neighborhood, my dude living right now. I understand you got to supplement your income. You understand what I'm talking about? So when you're good at your craft, doesn't mean you're compensated the proper way to feed the lineage, to feed the extended family. So
right.
I'm not going to condone it because I'm an OG and I'm living on the L side, meaning the legal side of the game. You know, we strapped up shorty over here. We beat felonies. So I'm not going to say you should keep doing that. But I do understand that people, even a known person, may have to flea flick a little bit. You feel me? So I don't want to come down hard on Joseph Parker before everything's said and done. You feel me?
Yeah, and the thing that's funny, I just did a live with Shane, and I said Joseph Parker was on some lovey-dovey shit, like he was just on some soft shit inside of the ring. And come to find out, this dude might be like a part of a drug ring, which is crazy.
Let me add this: they was out there on the east, on the west coast, messing with them Samoans, bro, because the Connect was out there from Cali. Cali got a lot of Samoans that bang. Obviously, Samoans got to connect to the New Zealand and all of that sort of thing from just heritage and the race and the group. So it was easy to kind of develop that in California being a port state, you know, with all of them ships and things like that. So I could see that being an easy kind of move to make, and things can go back and forth real easily. It's a lot of ships to check, a lot of corners.
Absolutely.
So, I
Absolutely.
mean, I don't do drugs myself. You feel me? Nothing that's illegal. So I'm not mad at Joseph Parker for trying to supplement the income. And as far as his fighting style, he's trash. But I appreciate him making the news. We can get talk.
Right.
I respect his hustle though.
Right. Jaguar Paul said, "Hey guys, what up with Tank being arrested? Is that true or what? Not to change the subject, but since we are here talking boxing, also heard Marvin Hagler passed away. Let me get into that real quick. I have not heard of Tank being locked up. Have you heard of that, Vlog?
You know, I keep my ear to the streets, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear anything on a pop-up news joint that I be having on. So I didn't hear anything, man. Maybe that's, you know, cap on social media. You never know. So
yeah,
I ain't gonna knock Jaguar pause for the info, but you feel me?
Yeah, and definitely rest in peace to one of the greatest to ever do it, Marvin Hagler. True legend in every sense of the word. One of the pioneers in the sport of boxing. I'm gonna try to put together a Marvin Hagler tribute video. It'll take me a little bit of time to do it, but it's well deserved. And he's one of my favorite fighters of all time. You got any thoughts on Marvin Hagler, bro?
I know it's kind of timing is bad, and it really ain't no cap or nothing to our sport, but it's actually a salute to him that he happened to pass away. And then we see something like this that happened in boxing, because this is why he left America. What happened tonight in this main event is why this gentleman left the country he was born and raised in.
Explain that for the people that may not know.
Well, for, you know, OGs, I'm an OG. I was there. The man lost a very close but controversial fight to Sugar Ray Leonard, and he knew it was based on politics, and he left for that reason. He didn't leave for one person really thinking Sugar Ray pulled it out. He left because he knew it was almost a semi-setup sort of thing. He was the aggressor in that fight. He did land the heavier shots. Sugar Ray did some shoe shining here or there, but he didn't really back Hagler up, bro. So if you look at that fight and break it down, bro, I support him kind of backing away from boxing the way he did. And he's a vet, and he was a name at the time to do that. I salute the dude, you feel me? And then he bounced back because we also saw him on TV some years later doing some commercials and things like that. So his respect had been gained in another way, you feel me? Even by the mainstream people, because they brought him back to the eyes of the casual fan. So big shout out to Marvin Hagler for having, some rocks, baby, some kahunas, and really standing on the square, man.
Yeah, definitely condolences to him, to his family, friends, loved ones, the boxing community. You just hate to hear stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I actually thought he won that fight against Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray was, he got a lot of credit for shoe shining in that fight. And, I'm not one of the type of guys that give credit. I don't give rounds of guys for shoe shining. You understand what I'm saying? It depends, but that particular fight, no. Scott, he said no need for a guy like Parker who had earned over 11 million involved. That's just greed. He's made good money, but Scott, I will say this though, it depends on how long he's been doing it. If he's been doing this since the beginning of his career, it don't matter how much money he's made in his boxing career. Like that was his part of his life. You know what I'm saying? And you don't just turn that off. You know what I'm saying?
When you say that, Jeff, are you saying boxing was a different avenue? It's kind of like in the street game, they invested in the rappers and dancers and into the gear of our life that we live. So gangsters were able to develop their money in different ways. Did Parker do that? Or did the people that support Parker?
The thing that's crazy, no, that's a great point. And the thing that's crazy, Shane actually said in the live we did on Joseph Parker, he said, they actually came out and said like Joseph Parker wasn't the guy that boxed in the streets or boxed in the gyms. Like he just boxed because he could. And you rarely hear that. So with that being said, it makes sense like that. If he's guilty of that, or if that's what he was doing, and we're not saying that he was, if that's the case, then it makes sense. He might have been doing that for a long period of time, like maybe when he first started his boxing career or even before. You know what I mean? He might have been doing that type of activity in some type of way. And I think the bigger he got and the more money that he got, I think his role probably just changed. Say Lee said Samoans and Guamanians too. So yeah, for sure. Scott laughing, you know what I mean? But it's just there's a lot going on in boxing right now. It's a lot to really talk about. We definitely going to be on tomorrow live, and we definitely going to be on pretty much next week. But we gonna get ready to get up off this live. It's 1:22 where you're at, correct, Club?
Yeah.
Like
I had to support, I had to jump in because I had my own feelings on this. A lot of coverage. I've been working for 5 straight hours before we even jumped on the live. So you talking like oh shit. And this is only for the love of boxing and to really chime in with the folks, you know what I mean, and get their feedback from them. So appreciate everybody in the chat. You feel me?
Absolutely. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Big shout out. Matter of fact, let's get a roll call real quick. Jaguar pause. Big shout out to you, Scott 70. That's the family. I'm gonna try this name again.
Cam.
You was gonna call him Cam. We gonna call him Cam. Cam say Lee. Big shout out to you. Who else we had in here? D Hodges, big shout out to you. Martin Villegas, big shout out to you. Matt Farina, Alcides Fuentes, Easy D415. Big shout out to everybody that hit the chat. Yeah, it was a robbery. It was a robbery, and we're gonna do more coverage on that. Definitely, I'm gonna let BoxingFirst Vlog mention his social media, but I'm gonna mention it first. Definitely go follow him. YouTube, social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff.
Bro,
Definitely
I
doing
got
that
the
great work.
fastest growing
Go ahead,
boxing channel on YouTube right now, bro. I'm hella active. I'm giving out hella different viewpoints in boxing that the people that really get paid for our sport don't really talk about. And I'm just an OG that's looking at boxing from a different angle. So tap in with me, show me some support. I definitely chime back in with you. It's all love, no disrespect coming from me when I talk my boxing. So you feel me? Rock with me. You feel me?
Absolutely. We done had a couple comments come in. Scott said, "Can't launder money if you don't have any to launder." That's true. I will say this though. You can launder somebody. You can be a part of the laundering process. You know what
You
I'm
can
saying?
launder somebody else's money.
Else's money. You can launder somebody else's money. Absolutely. Jaguar said that intro for the Parker and other fights in New Zealand on the zone the other day must have cost a few dollars. Jaguar, that might have been on the zone's budget. That might have been a part of the production budget, so he might have been able to get away from that. Cam said, "Peace out, brothers. God bless. Appreciate you, Cam." Scott said, "Salute to the chat, BFV and G5." Scott also said, "BoxingFirst Vlog channel is fire." Absolutely. And we're gonna close it off like that. But you know,
Yo,
go
I'm
ahead, bro.
going live, bro, so we can continue the discussion of the Showtime fights tomorrow. So anybody that's in the chat, if y'all up early, get you a little bit of rest, you know what I mean? Get you some coffee in the morning, tap in, bro. I'm going live. I gotta get some info from my guy G5 because he was eyes on that Showtime card. So I definitely want to get his opinion and get his viewpoint of that main event and everything that went down. So again, man, if y'all around, tap into the live that we're gonna have first thing Sunday morning. Get your coffee and sit down and talk with us.
Yeah, and Jaguar also said, he said, got it. Part of the production makes sense. He's talking about the Joseph Parker intros. Yeah, I think that's all right. That's probably the zone's budget. You know what I mean? But definitely hear what you're saying. But definitely check out my guy BoxingFirst Vlog. He will be on live tomorrow. We'll get a time for that, and we'll post it on all social media platforms so you'll be aware. I'm going live tomorrow. I do not know what time I'm going live tomorrow, but if you're following me everywhere, then just check.
We'll reach out to you.
You'll reach out. We'll reach
Yeah.
out. You'll know, but I don't want to post the time, and I'm not on at that time. I'm relatively close, but I will be on tomorrow. You got any final thoughts, bro?
Nah, bro. To be honest, I did enjoy this exam card. It was some good hours.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just finish all that up with the live tomorrow to really give you the whole breakdown of the whole card. But I did enjoy it. That's my final thought, even though we had some chicanery.
Yeah. The zone card was good. Showtime card was had some solid action in it. Overall, there was just it was a good action day for boxing, but it's been rocky. You know, Chocolatito decision was some bullshit. Marvin Hagler passing away.
Yes,
You know what I'm
RIP.
saying? R.I.P. to Marvin Hagler. And you know, it's just a lot to talk about, man. So we both gonna be live tomorrow. We appreciate you guys being up, you know, chatting with us, and you know, it's just an unannounced live. Jaguar said good live talk like always. Appreciate you, family. And
Thank you, sir.
on behalf of BoxingFirst Vlog and G5 Jeff TV, we are out.
Go on, baby. Appreciate you, Jeff. One love.